The art of making artisanal focaccia bread. Focaccia is a beloved Italian flatbread known for its airy texture, crisp edges, and rich olive oil flavor. This artisanal bread is simple yet deeply satisfying, making it a staple in Italian cuisine. Traditionally topped with olive oil, herbs, and sometimes vegetables, focaccia pairs well with soups, cheeses, or as a standalone snack. The key to perfect focaccia lies in a long fermentation process, quality ingredients, and a generous drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Choosing the right ingredients. Quality ingredients make a significant difference in the taste and texture of focaccia. Bread flour is ideal due to its high protein content, which helps develop gluten for a chewy texture. Extra virgin olive oil enhances flavor and moisture, while sea salt brings out the natural taste of the dough. Fresh herbs like rosemary, thyme, and oregano add an aromatic touch. Water and yeast are essential for activating fermentation and creating a light, airy crumb. Preparing the dough. The first step in making focaccia is preparing a well-hydrated dough. Flour, water, yeast, and salt are mixed together until a sticky, shaggy dough forms. Olive oil is incorporated to add richness and improve texture. Kneading is minimal, as focaccia benefits from a high hydration dough that relies on stretching and folding rather than traditional kneading. Allowing the dough to rest between folds helps develop gluten without excessive handling. The importance of long fermentation. A slow fermentation process is crucial for developing complex flavors and a soft, airy crumb. After mixing, the dough is left to rise for several hours at room temperature or overnight in the refrigerator. The longer it ferments, the better the flavor. Cold fermentation allows the yeast to work slowly, enhancing the bread's depth and creating a chewy texture with delicate air pockets. Before baking, the dough is brought to room temperature. Shaping and dimpling the dough. Once the dough has properly risen, it is transferred to a generously oiled baking tray. Unlike traditional loaves, focaccia does not require shaping, simply spreading it out with oiled hands creates its characteristic thickness. The most iconic feature of focaccia is its dimples. Pressing fingers into the dough forms deep indentations, which help trap olive oil and prevent excessive puffing during baking. These dimples also enhance the texture of the crust. Topping with olive oil and herbs. A generous drizzle of extra virgin olive oil is essential for creating focaccia's signature crisp yet tender crust. The oil seeps into the dimples, ensuring rich flavor in every bite. Coarse sea salt is sprinkled for added crunch, and fresh or dried herbs like rosemary, thyme, and oregano provide an aromatic touch. Some variations include garlic, cherry tomatoes, caramelized onions, or olives, adding depth and variety to the bread. Focaccia is baked in a hot oven, typically at 425 to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 220 to 230 degrees Celsius, to achieve the perfect texture. The high heat creates a crisp crust while keeping the interior soft and airy. A baking stone or preheated oven ensures even heat distribution. Baking time ranges from 20 to 30 minutes, depending on thickness. The bread is done when it turns golden brown, with a firm but slightly springy texture when pressed. Cooling and serving suggestions. Once baked, focaccia should cool for at least 10 minutes before slicing. This resting period allows the steam inside to settle, preventing a gummy texture. The bread can be enjoyed warm or at room temperature. It pairs beautifully with soups, cheeses, or charcuterie boards. For an extra indulgent touch, serve it with balsamic vinegar and olive oil for dipping. Leftover focaccia can be toasted or used for sandwiches. Creative variations and flavors. While classic rosemary focaccia is timeless, experimenting with different flavors can create exciting variations. Sun-dried tomatoes, black olives, roasted garlic, and even cheese can be incorporated for unique twists. Sweet focaccia, featuring honey and fruit, is also popular. Infusing olive oil with herbs or chili flakes before drizzling adds another layer of complexity. The possibilities are endless when crafting personalized focaccia. Why homemade focaccia is worth the effort. Making focaccia at home is a rewarding experience that brings out the best in simple ingredients. The process is forgiving, making it an excellent bread for beginners. With patience and quality olive oil, Anyone can create a bakery-style focaccia with minimal effort. Whether served fresh out of the oven or used in creative ways, homemade focaccia is a flavorful and versatile bread that elevates any meal.